All right, what's up, traders? Welcome. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of October, 2023. This is going to be another price action analysis video. Hopefully, once again, trying to get these things out before the market opens, but the way videos are uploaded to YouTube can take some time. You can get up earlier and earlier. It still does not matter. Sometimes checks can take up to 2-3 hours to process. Most of the time they don't, but sometimes they can. All right, so moving on. Bitcoin. It still looks okay to me. We were not expecting this massive move right here. I guess it was based on some fraudulent news that was broke on Twitter. However, we now know that that news is not true. And Bitcoin pulled back, at least 50% of that move. However, you can see that we have a line right there at 27,995. It's old daily res. It is also old weekly res. So we definitely want to see Bitcoin close a weekly above that. So any tests of this area right here, I would be watching 4-hour candles, 4-hour closures to see if you break down below this. Now, if you just get a huge move down below it, then more than likely this run will be over with and we'll see more choppy price action to come. So the major level or the biggest level that I'm watching right now currently is 27,995. I'm going to plop up some moving averages here. And you can basically see that most of the moving averages is down here around monthly support at 27,223. We could see Bitcoin pull back all the way to there and it could still be considered bullish. But after a move like that, I would not want to see that, all right? Would not want to see it because this day we broke out above all of this stuff before that news was even out, all right? So we already had that bullish movement from testing trendline support and testing weekly demand. That trendline support only works if you have the trendline on log scale. Take it off log scale, you can see the trend line's nowhere to be found right there at weekly demand. It is weekly demand. We were talking about that level days ago, so that would have been a fantastic place to be a buyer. But that's what I have on Bitcoin right now, watching 27,995 and at the very lowest, 27,223. Now, I've went ahead and done the expected moves. By this time, you guys should already know how to do that. All right, basically, you just take the close of yesterday's candle, you pull up your Thinkorswim platform or any options platform that will give you the expected move for the day. Right now, today's expected move is $112. So I've used today's expected and tomorrow's expected. Tomorrow's expected. Why have I done that? Because we have event risk on the table. Now, with building permits, we don't really expect that to move the markets a whole lot. What we got going on that can move the markets a whole lot is Fed speak. Remember, there's a whole lot of Fed speak until Powell puts them on shutdown. So, and all of these people have their own opinions on what they think should happen. So that's one thing that can make the market move more than its, expected move for today. It could actually make it move 2x or 2 standard deviations. The reason I use tomorrow's option market expectations. Now, as you can see here, we have a 20-year bond auction. Typically, these things don't cause that much reaction in the markets, but the last bond auction we had, it did. The big down move we had on the S&P 500 was based on the bond auction. So there's a lot of people worried about the bond auctions, I guess. And so that comes in at 1 o'clock. So be careful, around 1 o'clock. If you start seeing big candles, then like I said, these lines don't always hold. Now on the NASDAQ, it's important that you see that you're already pretty much there at today's expected move, low end of the range. So it could turn around from here, right? If the markets are going to be bullish. I've went ahead and looked at the Magnificent Seven. They are all absolutely gapping down this morning. Apple gapping down, closed up yesterday, gapped down, closed up, gapping down today. Will it close up again? I don't know. You can see right here, Amazon closed 131.47, currently gapping down $3. Google gapping down from 139.72 to 139.11. So right there around monthly resistance is where it's having its trouble. Meta, big strong day yesterday. That's basically what kept the NASDAQ bullish. You could see there it is gapping down as well. The Microsoft is the only one that is actually gapping up, has a big market cap as well. So that'll be It'll be weird. It's literally the only one that's gapping up. Nvidia gapping down and gapping down pretty sizably. That's going to hurt the NASDAQ. 254, 253 on Tesla. You're gapping down. And once again, Netflix gapping down. So yesterday you closed down and today you were gapping down. So looks like downside continuation on Netflix. However, you are at monthly res. Let's go look at the monthly chart just to make sure. Yes, there it is. Monthly res. That level can act as support. So be careful looking for fresh shorts at 355, or actually it's gapping under 353. So the level itself is 353.86, which is the objective price point of a monthly swing. You got 353, or the monthly close, you got 353.47. So you're currently gapping under that level. If you bounce up into that level and reject on the intraday time frame, then you might be able to put on like a bearish put spread or something like that, in-out spread. You want to buy the in the money, sell the out of the money. But you want to do that and try to get it for less than $150. But it probably won't happen because yeah, it's hard to do that sometimes on stocks like Netflix, because they are high beta. They move so quickly. That's pretty much it. Let's go look at the S&P 500. All right, so here is SPX. It's 4317 and 4300. Once again, I'm using today's expected lower end of the range and tomorrow's expected lower end of the range. This is last month's close, so it is monthly support. Up on the top edge of the expected move, you got 43.99 and 44.20. That's for those of you who trade the SPX options. For those of you who trade the ES mini futures contracts, here are the prices to watch for today. Both here, today's expected move would put you at 44.25 spot 75. Tomorrow's expected move would put you at 44.45 spot 75. Low edge of the expected move for today, 43.73. And as you can see, we're pretty much there almost already. Tomorrow's expected range low, 352 spot 25. That's for your ES minis or micros contracts. They carry the same price. There you go, guys. Those are your levels to watch for today's trade. If you have anything that you want me to look at specifically, drop it down in the comment section and I'll put it up for tomorrow for you. We haven't been going live because the computer's been crashing. I am working on it, getting it fixed, but unfortunately with Digital Storm, it takes a little bit of time. But we are going to try to get that fixed. No point in going live if my computer's just going to pass out right in the middle of a live stream. So we'll continue to try to get these videos out before the day opens. Here on the Euro USD, dollar's pretty much stagnant today. You can see it's up 0.01%, which means it's literally a doji. All right, we have had a move low down to the 21 exponential moving average, taking out yesterday's low, and we are getting a bounce from that. So is this where the dollar turns around and starts to become bullish again? We'll see, and we'll probably see around 1 o'clock when that bond auction starts. Bond auction will heavily affect the dollar. All right, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you guys trade safe, trade smart, and as always, happy trading, everybody.